point. And you have the president, who in my view is nothing more than a pontificating, corrupt turd mill.
Too funny.
Pushing for people
don't feel like you got to hold back so much next time we talk. I'm gonna lose you to a commercial break, but I think you made a brilliant point, and happy birthday to the core.
If dog people made dog food, it definitely wouldn't look like dusty, burnt brown pebbles. It would actually be food. It would be made with real fresh meat and veggies, gently cooked to preserve their nutritional value. Like food. The farmer's dog was created by dog people who cook and deliver fresh, healthy food. Try the farmer's dog and get fresh, pre-portioned meals tailored to your dog's needs. Tell us about your dog, build your plan, and get 50% off at thefarmersdog.com/radio. That's thefarmersdog.com/radio.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. It's the last day of campaigning before tomorrow's midterm elections. The Democrats' Pennsylvania Senate candidate John Fetterman's been getting out there more as he recovers from a stroke.
Got knocked down at that stroke, but we're back up, and we're taking it all across. So thank you.
There's a Republican opponent, Dr. Mehmet Oz, on Fox Business.
John Fetterman can't work with other people. He doesn't even like the moderates in his own party, and a radical like that in Washington will be destabilizing.
The Arizona Senate race is expected to be another close one.
Democrat incumbent Senator Mark Kelly is in a neck-and-neck fight with political newcomer Republican Blake Masters. Both men have called out the Biden administration for not doing enough for this border state. But Fox News polling shows voters trust Masters most on the issue.
Fox's Alicia Acuna in Phoenix. Senate races in Georgia and Nevada are also considered toss-ups in our Fox News power rankings as Democrats try to hold on to control. America's listening to Fox News.
Mom, what does better for you food mean?
Something that takes a while to make. Not with Moore's pasta and rice sides. They're made with no artificial flavors or preservatives and can be combined with protein and vegetables, so you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen making nutritious meals.
Mom, what does relieves mean?
It means feeling good, because thanks to Knorr, I now have more time to help you with homework. A+, Knorr, taste for good.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah,
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit Adopt US Kids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Get all of your favorite Fox News podcasts commercial-free on Apple Podcasts with Fox News Podcasts Plus. From Dana Perino, Kennedy, Ben Domenech, The Duffys, and many more. Subscribe now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. The Fox News Rundown, a contrast of perspectives you won't hear anywhere else. Your daily dose of news twice a day. Featuring insight from top newsmakers, reporters, and Fox News contributors. Listen and subscribe now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Mom, what does better for you food mean?
Something that takes a while to make. Not with Knorr's pasta and rice sides. They're made with no artificial flavors or preservatives and can be combined with protein and vegetables, so you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen making nutritious meals.
Mom, what does relieves mean?
It means feeling good, because thanks to Knorr, I now have more time to help you with homework. A+, Knorr, taste for good.
Try to make sense of it, and you can't unless the sense is this. Barack Obama's a Democrat. He wants the Democrats to have control and more power, and they will put anyone into positions of power if it means that they get their agenda through. That's it. It is not more complicated. There's no country over party. It's party over everything, and if that means being absolutely hypocritical on some issues, so be it.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. East, noon West. Listen live or get the podcast now at GuyBensonShow.com.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
With Jimmy Fallon. Do you want another reminder of why nobody wants Joe Biden campaigning for him in the home stretch of this midterms? Here's your president promising that all car companies are going to go electric by the year 3035.
Biden's lost his marbles.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they were hoping for. It's clip 5.
Well, she left that meeting and she dropped the suit. Called me up and said they're going to go all electric by 3035. Every other company has signed up to do the same thing. So we're working with the auto industry to transition to electric vehicle future, providing tax credits to buy electric vehicles.
We have a president that is clearly not all there.
3035? I gotta be honest.
Just a bit outside. He tried to corner and missed.
Yeah, he's off by about 1,000 years. Not a big deal. No biggie there. Stick with me. It's going to be fine. Joe Biden is he's a disaster. And they've kept him off the trail because he has become a liability. Okay, there was a tough one yesterday where he almost tripped on the stump. Here's that clip 6.
Prescription drugs for seniors, no matter what their cost. 2, 10, 12, 15. Hope stepping on them. It's black. Anyway.
This man needs a retirement home and a warm bowl of soup.
Just dumb dopey comments by Biden over the weekend. He promised coal plants were too expensive. He was going to shut down every coal plant in America. Here's that one, clip 2.
Costs them too much money. They can't count. No one's building new coal plants because they can't rely on it, even if they have all the coal guaranteed for the rest of the existence of the plant. So it's going to become a wind generation. And all they're doing is they're going to save them a hell of a lot of money and using the same transmission line they transmitted the coal-fired electric on. We're going to be shutting these plants down all across America.
He's not supposed to say that. You understand? That's why they don't want Joe Biden campaigning. We're in a fuel crisis right now. Okay? We're in an economic crisis right now. And understand that coal is something that employs tens of thousands of workers. And every time Biden says, we're going to shut this thing down and we're going to replace it with a green energy job. Has anybody who got laid off of the Keystone Pipeline, 10,000 American jobs thrown right out the window, has any of them gotten that clean energy job yet?
The answer would be no.
No. Maybe Pete Buttigieg tried selling the same thing. Do you remember he got out there? He was like, well, we're going to be training people for the new frontier. And
Pete Buttigieg is pathetic.
Oh, he sucks because they just don't care. There's a real sociopathic indifference within the Democratic Party to the suffering it's caused. Politicians by design want power. They want power above your prosperity. They want power above all else. So the reason they're not running on doing something about inflation is because none of the priorities within their party will actually lower inflation. Never forget, they passed an Inflation Reduction Act. An Inflation Reduction Act that doesn't address inflation.
That's just how white folks will do you.
Think about that. Okay, they're bragging. Oh, we got the biggest climate change bill ever. We never passed a climate change bill. Well, listen, if climate change was that urgent to the American people, you'd probably be able to pass a climate change bill that was called a climate change bill. But in this instance, they couldn't pass a climate change bill because they didn't have the votes for climate change. So they were like, let's just rename it Inflation Reduction. We want to reduce inflation, right? But there's nothing in there that does. So they're in a really bad spot because they don't want to bring up certain hot button issues because they just simply don't favor them. Okay, but to get on the air and flat out say, we're going to make it worse. We're going to cut the coal plants. They're gone. Okay, all car companies are going to be fully electric by 3035. I mean, that is, in all honesty, more realistic than 2035, which is, I know what he was trying to say. But the point is, they don't want Biden